And I personally think finding that solution is perfecting your craft. Because the more you work on you, the problems that you interact with start to become less and less. That's because you got better, not because the problems went away or problems weren't still problems. They still gonna be a problem. Don't get me wrong. Problems are gonna exist, but you now way, way, way better, way cooler, way smarter, way funnier, way more prepared than you were when the problem first became a problem. Like, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. You bring a lot to the table, and you just gotta continue to do you. Who said you can't use gaming to encourage people? Who said you can't use gaming to teach people the ways? Not me. Welcome to the new episode of Gems and Gaming. Get ready as we log in to share some life wisdom and put you on game. Let's get it. Yo, what's going on, y'all? Ignore the bodies. I was trying to resume from our last time I was playing Skyrim, but people tried to pull up on me, so I had to handle business real quick. Before we talk about the video today, is sometimes you have to make great condition. I guess the easiest way to say this is how to take advantage of like terrible situations or turning terrible situations into great conditions. It's I'll play around with the title. We'll figure it out. But the whole point that I'm, thinking with this particular video is just how much work I've been kind of doing with the Gems and Gaming, with Pitch Play, my coaching agency, with all the work that I've been doing. And it's never been, to me, a bad day to work on anything that I've been doing. Right? Like, I might be in a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? I might not feel like things are working. I might not feel as though like I'm on the right track. Like, I had plenty of days and situations where I just felt like just giving up. And I'm sure, most of us do. Most of us probably feel that way. Man, I've not played this full. It's crazy. I don't even have any weapons. That is hilarious. I'm just straight magic. All right, who's buddy? This is probably overkill for these wolves, especially considering my homie just handled that. But yeah, pull up on him, my guy. Who are you, my guy? Come on, buddy. We out. Forgive me, y'all. I guess what I'm alluding to is, regardless of your mood, or regardless of how you feeling, or regardless of how things are working out, or if you feel like, you're, oh yeah, they pulling up on me, buddy. Come on, I need you to handle this. Let me see. I need you. I just tried to tag them like this was Overwatch. Yeah, let me see. Where my guy at? Where he at? Where he at? Yo, buddy. I need you. Need you to handle that, big dog. Man, dude is mad slow. Oh, let's get it. Let's get it. Yo, breathe on him, cuz. So, I'm gonna just handle this real quick. I thought Buddy was gonna handle it, but he just like to breathe on people. I guess he's not really there to do anything but to stop them from attacking, which I appreciate. I ain't mad at it. It's helpful. So, I was really kind of inspired by a conversation I had with one of my clients, or more like a partner more than anything. And I was just kind of venting a little bit about the business world and some of our colleagues inside the industry that we worked in, or still kind of working. And I'm just listening to them, and even though they had the same thoughts, I suppose, the stuff that they was working on, I was just so impressed with. And I'm not an easy person to impress, just because I'm just a little older. I've seen a lot in my relatively short life, but old enough to be like, see enough that it takes a while, or it takes a lot to impress me. And I'm just listening to him talk. I'm like really impressed with how hard he works, and impressed with what he's working on and what he's doing and his mentality more than anything. Where's my homies at, bro? I just gotta make new friends. And I'm just listening to him, and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I'm sitting here, kind of venting about something that relatively doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, for example, how many views you have on a YouTube video is really not that important to your content. Whether you have 1 view or 1 million views, if your content is trash, your content is trash. You know what I mean? So I really shouldn't be focused on like little details, like insecurities. I should be focusing on perfecting my craft. I'm a career coach, and it's interesting because you need clients to coach, or so you would think, in order to perfect your craft. But in reality, I make speeches, presentations. I break down business concepts. I don't know if y'all saw the Reddit thread reaction post, I suppose, that I made. I guess that's a good way to call it. Like, I made those type of videos, and I'm still learning from real people about real problems that they're going through. And you don't need to have 100 clients to help 100 people, because if 100 people see that video, 100 unique people watch those videos, and they got similar problems, and I'm able to help any of those people, then I'm still getting better at coaching. Right? The only issue about some of that kind of stuff is it's hard for me to get like feedback, of course, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm still perfecting my craft, right? Like, I don't have to cry a lot about, oh man, this coach got 100 clients, this coach is booked 24/7, this coach blah blah blah. I ain't really got to worry about that, because I can create the scenario where I can still focus on helping people, let's just say clients per se, and I don't need to wait for the perfect conditions or wait till my calendar is constantly booked in order to help people. We're just gonna play chicken? What's good? So, instead of worrying about like little details, why am I missing something? Instead of worrying about little details about, oh, this isn't perfect or that isn't perfect, bro, perfect your craft, and it's, I say, easier to do than not, in my personal opinion, because you have to turn imperfect conditions into the perfect situation. I knew I was going to figure it out some way or another with the title, but just realistically, you have to find a way to look at what you have and figure out how you can take that to your advantage, how you can make that into your advantage, right? Did I summon two? I'll just summon one. Because I would love to tell you that, everything is gonna work out, but in reality, it might not. I'm talking about like, you in terms of whatever it is you're trying to perfect. You might not have the perfect situations. Like for example, if you're an entrepreneur, and you know exactly what I mean, like, you probably had so many pitch competitions and pitch decks and all of these different things to get money from investors. A lot of people probably turned you down, right? The difference between the entrepreneur that's still going, still grinding, versus, can I sleep here? You can? That's crazy. Picture breaking in somebody's crib, you on a mission. You're like, bro, I'm tired, bro. Let me get some rest real quick. The difference between that entrepreneur that's successful and the one that's not is one of them gave up and the other one didn't. I mean, plain and simple. I'm not talking timeline, right? Like, I'm not talking like how fast it happened for them. I don't know. Timing it's all about timing. No, it's all about timing, and you can't really predict, or you can't really. I wonder. I guess I'm supposed to go up. I'm a little confused. You can't really, I guess, worry about minute details, bro. Perfect your craft. I'm sitting here complaining to my colleague about something that ultimately didn't matter, and he's sitting there telling me about how amazing his businesses are, or his business is going. I would stop posting on here. I would stop doing gyms and gaming because I'm sitting here thinking like, man, ain't nobody watching. Let me just focus on this other thing. And now, before I know it, a couple months go by, I'm thinking I'm going to be back. I'm going to post again sooner than later. And, of course, it took me a minute. But we are back. But I wasted precious time in perfecting my craft and perfecting my content. The good news is I am doing it. That is good news. But now for you, what's the one thing that you kind of gave up waiting for perfect conditions that are never coming? Just being real with you, it's not, you got to create that perfect condition. Like, for me, it's like I'm going to post a gyms and game or a video every day. Do I make every single day? I wouldn't say so. I mean, y'all know more than anything. I wouldn't say it's every single day. Where am I supposed to go, bro? But I'm getting better at it. And you gotta, like I said in another video, be happy about your small wins. Not everything is gonna be perfect, but just turn those doubts that you have, those insecurities, turn those into something that kind of drives you into the situation that you want to be in. Like a lot of people complain about their boss or their manager. Understandably. What am I supposed to do? Find the priest. Oh, you know what's happening? I think I'm doing multiple quests. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Still telling me to go out. Oh, why did I come here then? Apparently I was doing this. Let's go out real quick. Hey, don't worry about it. I don't know everything that's happening. Oh, imperfect conditions. What can I do? Should I give up? Or should I try to figure it out? Apparently, I need to go in here for this quest. So let's go back in here. And let's see if we can find this shield, and that'll be the way to end the gyms and gaming. But like, do y'all ever just complain about stuff to people, and you kind of see the look in their eyes, like they kind of tired of you complaining, like they're like, oh my god, this person won't shut up, bro. If that's the case, man, you probably been complaining about that thing a little too much. Just a little too much, and you're human, you gotta vent, but how long are you going to vent? I guess, like, when are you going to say, you know what, I'm done complaining, man, I'm done venting. Now I'm about to do something about this situation. I'm about to make this situation something that's beneficial for me. I don't know what that answer is for you in particular, because it's hard to get general advice to people. But there's an easy way for you to start taking action against things that you don't like, and the easiest way to do is be consistent in improving your craft. Just improve your craft. Like, you never really know what that turns out to be. Like, also, when you work in your craft, stuff bothers you a little bit less. You'll start to put more energy in towards your craft than things that don't matter, because you'll start to realize a lot of things don't matter. Like, I'll have people complain to me about certain things, and I'll just listen. That's what my training teaches me, to listen for the most part. So it's kind of quiet on my end, right? Because I'm just listening. So they complain and they like, yeah, man, Keisha doing this, man, Keisha doing that. I'm quiet. And when it gets really, really silent, they start to figure it out. It's like, damn, why am I complaining about Keisha? Like, I just wasted 30 minutes talking about Keisha. I didn't ask for any advice in my product, or didn't ask for anyone to join me during my ballet concert. Since my wife does ballet, just say ballet. I just complain about no one being there, but I didn't put any effort in to make sure that my friends even know about the event, or I didn't, like, basically, we could use our energy for other things besides complaining about certain stuff. I have no idea what's going on. Apparently, I'm supposed to be out here, be in here. That's what the mission is telling me. And I have no idea, but I'm telling y'all, like, I've done a bit. But it's my clients that give me this confidence when I start talking. It's like, I've seen and heard people way more impressive than myself say these things that I'm saying. Or I've seen them focus on these details that we feel like are minute, or like, cool, I don't want to talk about the solution right now, I want to talk about the problem. Like, I want to be heard, I want to be understood. Like, we focus on those things, but we're not creating any situation or a scenario where people have to understand us. We're not creating that. I'm telling you right now, the easiest way to do that, to be understood, is to work so hard in your craft that when people see it, they understand the vision immediately. Like, it took me years for my business to get to where it's at right now. It took me years for me to turn on the camera and do content confidently. I would have never said that quarter zip thing in my last video. I was talking about the quarter zip. I would have never talked about that type of stuff previously, like, ever. So I can't see anything or hear anything because I'm playing without sound. But it doesn't look like I'm about to figure this out. I have no idea what's going on with this quiz. Like, it must be something else I have locked. Find the shield for Buddy. But then I got this selected. And apparently I'm supposed to dip out of here. Like that Lloyd song, let's dip up out of here. Yeah, I know, I'm old. Y'all don't. If you're a young buck, you don't know what that is. She's fine too. But yeah, man. I mean, plain and simple, bro. Maybe I'll make the video say, something about using the energy that you spend complaining or finding excuses and finding a solution. Something along those lines. And I personally think finding that solution is perfecting your craft. Because the more you work on you, the problems that you interact with start to become less and less. That's because you got better, not because the problems went away or problems weren't still problems. They still gonna be a problem. Don't get me wrong. Problems are gonna exist, but you now way, way, way better, way cooler, way smarter, way funnier, way more prepared than you were when the problem first became a problem. Like, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. You bring a lot to the table, and you just got to continue to do you perfect your craft no matter what. Should I inspect those bodies that I left when we first came in? What a sentence. Let's do that. And if it don't work, bro, I'm gonna have to dip anyway, because I actually have a client call fairly soon. I mean, I don't know if raiding someone's body is going to be the answer to this mission, but at this point I'm stuck. I'm really not sure what's going on. Yeah, take a loot. I can't even see what's popping off in here. Yeah, I'm a little confused. Very confused. It's reasons like this why I stopped playing Skyrim. Like, it should be very, very easy, very simple for me to figure out what's going on, because it should be a marker leading me there. Wouldn't that be nice if all of our problems had a marker just kind of leading us to the next step in our life? Nope. It's more like this, where we have no idea where to go, and no matter what I do or where I go, I can't seem to figure this out. I feel like I explored this whole place, but it's all good. It's all good, because I got a client call and very, very soon. But listen, y'all, don't worry about the issues that you're facing. Yes, there are issues, bro. I'm not saying they're not. And I'm not saying you are wrong for thinking about those things. Find someone that you trust and speak to that person about those things. Vent a little bit. Get it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let all the air out. Let all the air out. For sure. Get it out. Don't keep it in. And if you feel like it's a problem in your life, then recognize that. And after you recognize that, now let's talk about the solution. Now let's figure out, okay, now I know this is an issue. How on earth am I going to solve it? Once you have that mentality, man, it ain't a single problem in your life that can stop you. I'm trying to tell you, you got it. I mean, do I have more faith in you than you? Like, honest question. Honest question. Oh, see what happens? See what happens when you just keep going? You'll find a way, man. You'll find a way. I love these gems in gaming when it plays out this way, where the lesson, boulders, where the lesson just, you can't make this stuff up. It's just life, man. It's just life, man. You just keep going. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Trust me. And you'll figure it out. Look, try to sneak up on you. Nope, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. And that's how I know you about to handle your problems. Trust me. You got it, man. Listen, I gotta get ready for this call. Y'all take it easy and God bless.